Well, hello. Welcome to Raven's Chest. I'm your host, Doug. I am a professional reseller and I specialize in vintage jewelry. So, today I just want to give you a little preview of some of the items I have for sale, kind of the types of items that I have for sale, as well as what it takes to buy them. So as you can see, I have a couple items sitting out here. I am live. I'm live, yeah. Hi, Tanya. I'm giving it a try from the backyard here. So hopefully it works out okay. Can you hear me? Okay, let's see. Can I actually respond to chat in this? Message. I don't know if I can actually respond to the chat from the phone that I'm on, but I'm actually gonna go inside. Looks great and sounds great. Oh, good. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining in. So I'm gonna go inside real fast. I don't know, I might leave you hanging for a minute. If my mic actually works, then you'll be going with me on a sound journey. But if not, it'll be silent for a little while. So we'll go figure that out. I'm going to check my computer in there to see what it says the stream health is. But if you're getting a good signal and you got sound, it looks like it's pretty good. Doesn't seem like there's too much of a lag like there was last time. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, well, it looks like the audio didn't work out quite as I had hoped, but that's cool. As long as it works while I'm here, I'm fine with that. So who do we have in the chat? We got 4 people here. Woo! I don't know if I missed somebody, but live chat, okay. Yeah, it is a beautiful day here. It's a little bit warmer than we're typically used to, but you know, relative to a lot of the friends that I have out there, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, it's a nice setting back here. So as you can see, I have a couple items laid out here, and this was kind of what I was thinking I would do for jewelry shows, was just put a couple items up with a general, just, you know, a little brief description what they are, like the Venetian glass earrings and a price. And then if you see them and you want them, literally the first person that says something in the chat, you know, you can say want earrings or want at price or whatever, and they'll be yours. So yeah, while there aren't too many people in the chat, I think that'll be manageable. I'm sure that system will have to change a little bit as time goes on. Get the view adjusted a little bit here. So yeah, that was kind of the general thought on that. And a few of the items that I have out are those Venetian glass earrings, which they're a little bit more modern earrings, but they're a really cool color. I like that. I like to call it a beer bottle green. It reminds me a lot of the modern green glass. I'm sure someone who's a glass expert could date that and give you a pretty good era estimate. But I don't really know that stuff. So hiding over here is a little late Victorian, maybe Edwardian era 14 karat gold carved coral cameo. And she was an item that I had listed on in my online stores, and the lady returned it because she didn't like the color. So it's now available again, and I think originally I had sold it for $225 or $250, which is a pretty respectable price. I don't remember what it weighs, but if somebody wanted it here on YouTube, I could sell it for $195. So, oh, my stores. Yeah, I have 3 different online stores, and they all have different names. There was they kind of evolved over time. So my Ruby Lane store is called the Jewel Collection, and honestly, that's the store that I prefer to promote. It's just a nice platform to sell on, and it's a fairly simple platform. Plus, the fees are lower, and I can offer items there at a better price than I can on my other stores, which are on eBay and Etsy. And my eBay store is called $1, WONDOLLAR, and I'd started that one originally because all the items started for $1 with no reserve, and that was back in the day when eBay didn't even have fixed price items. It was auction only. You could have a starting price and a reserve, so you could protect your investment, and it was just so popular at the time that starting items at $1 was okay, because you would get whatever the price was, you know, a fair market value price, and sometimes you'd get more because the item was highly desirable. So yeah, you know what, Tanya, there is a link to my Ruby Lane store, and it's on my YouTube, you know, my homepage. If you look in my bio, it should be right there. So yeah, you can go to my Ruby Lane store and see the types of items that I typically sell and what I have for sale there right now. And if you see something you're interested in, let me know, because I can probably make you a good deal. Yeah, always happy to work on the price if I can. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. I appreciate your help there. So a couple more pieces that are sitting out that I just wanted to point out. This Victorian Bohemian garnet, it's all rose cut garnets, and it's a brooch that still has the original tube hinge, which, you know, definitely helps date it. Not that there's any question about this one. And the clasp was replaced at one point, probably around the turn of the century, maybe a little bit later. I'm not the best at dating the clasps after they were C clasps, but a nicely done replacement, and it has a couple little reinforcements and repairs. But for the most part, the stones are intact. I think there were a couple missing, a couple of the small ones. Yeah, it looks like maybe one missing here. Otherwise, in really good condition. And I got a pretty good price on that, so $100 is what I'm asking for it. And I think that's a pretty good deal, especially for a collector who knows what they're getting. And it's even a good deal for a reseller that has the right buyer for it. But yeah, those are the kinds of pieces I like to look for. I'll take it, me. Okay, seriously, Tanya, you want this one? Okay. All right. Tanya gets the garnet brooch. Well, thank you. You are my first official live purchase. I appreciate that. And because you registered early, you get free shipping and 10% off. So there you go. You're getting that beautiful Victorian garnet brooch for 90 bucks. Woohoo! Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Always happy to pass on a good deal. I gotta figure out if I can actually chat here. I don't know if I can. Alrighty, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I think you'll be happy with that. For what it is, it's a really good deal. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. If you want to resell it, I don't know if I can get it to you by Sunday, but I can try. But yeah, you can resell it. What else? Oh, I had started to show this piece also on the last live stream. Yeah, keeper, I hear ya. It's a good one. Yeah, I had started to show this on the last live stream, and yeah, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. And thank you again for being here. I've seen that you've been in a few different streamers' first live streams, and that's just really, really awesome. Your support means so much to the community. I know that. So yeah, thank you again. But yeah, this was something that I recently purchased, and it's one of my favorite pieces that I've ever got. That's this custom, kind of dragon. Yeah, Linda, you're right. You're right, Tanya. Linda is amazing. This whole community really is amazing. I've been pretty blown away by everybody here. Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, he's just a really nice made piece, nicely, fabricated, great whimsical design. I always say that I like pieces that are thoughtfully made, and this is one of those pieces in my opinion. And it's marked Wildweed Sterling, and I don't know who the artist is. That may actually be the artist. The only information that I found that looked like it could be relevant was linked to a studio in Colorado. But yeah, just a really nice piece, and I paid a pretty good price for it, but I didn't mind. I knew it's one of those pieces I'll never find one like it again. And I'm happy to keep it for a while. And if somebody comes along and they want to pay what I'm asking for it, then they can put it in their collection or put it in their inventory. But yeah, and if I were to put this online, I'd probably ask, $325 to $375. And that is the Wildweed Sterling and Amethyst. I don't know, I'm calling it a dragon. So another fun piece that I had found that was part of, yeah, he is a keeper, Linda. He really is. And that's why, you know, $245 is a lot to pay for something like that. But it's also, I feel like it's a fair price for someone who's really into it, for a collector or someone who just sees the value in a piece like that. And it's also a price that means maybe I'll hold on to it for a while, so I don't mind. Some pieces are like that. If you see something in my store that has an outrageous price, I either made a mistake pricing it or it's something that I kind of want to keep. But yeah, this glass necklace, it was just part of a group that I found. I thought it was really great. Just had some really fun glass beads. Getting some shadow going here. Let's see if we can get that out of the picture. But yeah, really fun glass beads. And I don't think it's sterling. It looks like it's just silver plate. But it was a fun piece. For some reason, I've always liked glass. And recently I've been watching some videos on glass making and glass blowing, and now I'm even more fascinated by it. Yeah, you know what? You guys are both amazing people, and definitely huge assets to YouTube and the YouTube jewelry community. The circle of friends are an awesome circle, and I feel really blessed and honored to not only know you guys, but to be part of this great group of people. So thank you. And let's see, what else? I got a couple more. There were some Miriam Haskell earrings that I bought in one of the last groups that I had, and I just kind of left them sitting around because I was thinking that I wanted to bring them here. They're one of those pieces that they're hard to find in good condition, and these are in good condition. The stones are nice and bright. The pearls, they're not peeling. You know, they still have a good layer of the artificial nacre that they put on it. But they do have a little bit of oxidation, a little bit of green, but very little. And that's something that I have people that freak out about that sometimes, especially some of the online buyers. They can't believe it. And I usually just leave that stuff. But there are some ways that you can get that off. I've had a couple clients that have shared some methods for cleaning that off gently. So it is possible to do that if desired. But these little Miriam Haskell earrings were part of the group that I got a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to show those suckers off. And those ones, if somebody wants those, they're going to be $60. Oh, missed something there. Let's see, live chat. Yeah, I know, there are so many good people. Misty is closing up. I don't think I know who Misty is, but I hope that if she's closing her channel down, I hope that everything's okay. And if you tell me what her channel is or who she is, then I'll go check it out and offer her some support on her way out. Yeah, gotcha, Linda. I am a newbie here, that's for sure. So another fun piece that was actually part of the same group that I got the Haskell earrings in, is this antique sterling silver link bracelet. And it's got nice ornate links, have a good texture front and back. I like the nice heavy connector links there. And all the original catch there, and it's actually marked sterling, which sometimes the way things are marked is a good indicator of the age. You know, typically older pieces were marked sterling. There were some makers that marked their pieces 925 around the turn of the century, Unger Brothers being one of them. But for the most part, pieces like that would just be marked sterling. And one more fun piece that's kind of a rare, hard to find piece. It's a set that is Victorian inspired. It looks like a Victorian locket and book chain necklace along with the bracelet. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, this is a Day and Craft set, sterling silver. It's a Victorian inspired, Victorian reproduction. And it's kind of rare to find a necklace and a bracelet. And the locket still has both windows and frames and pictures included, which when I bought it, the pictures and frames were bagged up separately, and I had to get them put back in there gently. And that's something, if you're ever handling antique lockets or vintage lockets and you have the frames, you want to be super careful when you're putting them in and pulling them out, not to bend them, because once they're bent a little bit, it's really difficult to manage them afterwards. So yeah, really fun set. I actually was going to offer this to a local dealer who I haven't seen recently, and so it's kind of been in limbo. And that set, I've seen it go anywhere from $800 to $1,500 just for the necklace and locket. And I don't think I've ever comped the set together. So I would say that, you know, easily that would go for $800 for the set, up to say $2,000, depending on where it was selling and who was selling it. There's a lot of variation out there in pricing in markets. So, hey Amy, thanks for popping in. So yeah, that Danecraft set, since I had it, I had priced it for a reseller for another dealer at $500. And if there's somebody here that wants it at $500, you can look them up and see the comps for them, and you can see that's a pretty solid deal. Yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to leave a comment, because as I'm learning, it seems like a lot of communication is actually done in the comments on YouTube, which was a little bit foreign to me when I first got started, but now I'm getting more comfortable with that. So yeah, you can drop me a comment if you're interested in something, or you can send me a message. You can also email me direct at dogwaves@gmail.com, and that's also how you can register to bid or be entered in a giveaway or whatever fun stuff we're doing. So let me see. I'm just checking the chat here real fast to see if I missed something. Instant ancestors. Yeah. Right? That's why I always try to leave pictures in. Some people get freaked out by hair and pictures, and I typically leave both in, although sometimes the hair's a little questionable. So yeah, you know, I make the decision, the executive decision there sometimes to move that on. All right, well, a couple more pieces that I wanted to share. That this one was also part of the group that I got the Haskell earrings in. Some Crown Trifari sterling gold wash or vermeil earrings, and they are actually in really nice condition. You know, they have some wear. They have a little bit of wear, but you can still see a lot of the gold color, and there's still a lot of life in the stones, which is kind of a, you know, it's a treat for these when you get them. There's not dark stones, but there are stones that have nice life and sparkle in them. So yeah, those will be going online probably at the end of this week. That's going to be part of my online auction. So yeah, those would be hitting Ruby Lane probably Saturday or Sunday. I try to list on Thursdays on Ruby Lane because they have an image processing system where they go through the system, and then once you approve them, then they go on into the listings. People that are members at the store can see them before they are approved, but people that are just browsing through the listings, they won't see the item until after you've approved it. And Saturday mornings tend to be a pretty busy time on Ruby Lane, and so I try to have the listings go on Thursday, approve the AIPs, which is the image processing system, approve those Friday, and then they go through on Saturday. Also, people that are subscribed to the shop, they'll get shop announcements the day after you make a change. And so if those items, if the images are approved on Friday, then a shop announcement will go out Saturday morning that shows all those new items that have been listed. So yeah, just a little behind the scenes on what's happening on Ruby Lane. Yeah, and this was another piece that I had just been holding. It was something that caught my attention when I was shopping. You know, I think it was in like a dollar tray or something, and a lot of people just look right past it because it's a simple piece of twisted up wire that someone just made, maybe in a craft shop or as a project one day. But I really liked it. Someone did a great job of making this great piece, and yeah, so I thought I'd bring it here. And that thing is going to be 25 bucks. Like, I don't even know if I should probably test it. It looks like silver plate to me. Yeah, probably silver plate and brass and copper, but just fun piece. And a couple more. I kind of hesitate to show this one because I just pulled it out of a pile of stuff and I haven't even cleaned it or anything, but it's really fun. I love the color on it. And can you bring them closer? I can. to hair, not to hair. Oh my gosh. Right. Which ones do you want closer? Everything? I think I can zoom in. Oh, look at that. What do you know? I don't know how that is clarity-wise, though. All right. Well, so this is, yeah, this is a pretty fun little sterling ring. Sterling and enamel. And yeah, it's got a little bit of like some gum or something on the inside of the band. So I'm not going to show the detail of that, but I really like the color on it. I like that limey yellow. And then one more necklace here. Ooh, bumping my camera. Sorry about that. I'm not giving you guys some vertigo action. One more little necklace. I got this from one of my dealer friends at Alameda. And it's sterling silver and glass. I wasn't sure if it was onyx or not at first, but it's glass. And it's got a nice little ball on the clasp there. And it's I think it's about 16 inches, if I remember right. Oh, let's see. I actually have a little tape that I can use to measure it. Yeah, 15 inches. But yeah, just nice heavy, you know, kind of large gauge balls. And I like the glass, or like disco ball fashion, faceted. Pretty fun stuff. So yeah, and that one, I was gonna put that in my online store, but if somebody is interested in that and wants to buy it here, I could sell it for $75. And I'll probably put it in my eBay store or my Ruby Lane store for say $125, $135, something like that. So there you go. Oh, there were a couple other things too. I think that I had started to make a video and it didn't turn out, so I kind of lost track of what I had actually shown and what I hadn't. So now I'm like wanting to show this stuff off. This was something I had gotten at the Watsonville flea market. Oh geez, it was a month and a half ago or so, and it got kind of buried in a tray, and I uncovered the tray a couple days ago and went, wow, I forgot about that stuff. It was a bunch of fun stuff. But yeah, it's a KJL Bulldog, or technically it's Kenneth Lane. So I'm not an expert on costume jewelry, and I don't know the distinction between the two, but I know that there is a difference. So yeah, I just thought it was super fun though. I love the sparkle, and I love that the pearl body. It, you know, it looks like a giant blister pearl. Yeah, he is cute, you guys. He's pretty fabulous. And he's $65. And someone could buy him and love him at that price, or buy him and resell him. I think last time I checked, they were going for around $100. And oh yeah, some more. There was a lot of costume that I got recently, and so I thought I would show it off and see what people think, because it's not typically what I buy, but I do find a lot of it. So if I find people that are interested in it and want more of it, then I can look for it. But yeah, these Christian Dior clip back earrings, nice dark topaz, rhinestones and CZs, or maybe it's just rhinestones all the way around, and gold plated clip back. They have a little bit of padding on there. It's like some fuzz. So I think before I'd sell them, I'd probably clean that off, or at least ask the buyer what they would want to do with that, because I don't think I'd want to wear them like that. But yeah, just some fun. I like how clean those are. They have that kind of Art Deco look and feel to them. And one last piece. Oh wait, I can't have this sitting in the picture the whole time, getting sizzling hot, and not burn my hand with it. I mean, not show it off. Ooh, yeah. Chinese cloisonne bangle in an unusually large diameter. And, you know, I've seen so many. Hey, Bruce, Dennis. Hello, Brudens. Welcome. I've seen so many of these that were sold as antique, and you know, I've never been able to really distinguish. I see some that are obviously antique, and then I see some that I'm just not sure about. And this one, you know, it was one of those ones that was questionable, and honestly, like, I didn't really care for the price. It was just really nice. I like that heavy gauge. I've been told that the older ones have this vent hole here, so they don't explode. But I don't really know. Either way, I liked it. I like the clean cloisonne work on it, and just the heavy gauge on it. And I actually got two others that were in that collection, but they're just stored away in my. They're actually in one of my showcases, because a few weeks ago I had set up at a local antique show, and it was actually the last day that show was happening, and the crowd was pretty small, and I didn't sell a whole lot, so my showcases were still full. So yeah, I still have a couple of those that I'm getting out of storage and unpacking, so I'll be bringing more and more of that stuff out. This was the last piece that I wanted to show, and it's a piece of, usually when you'd see it, you'd call it rutilated quartz. And you know, when I bought it, I'm like, yay, I got a great piece of rutilated quartz. But interestingly enough, you can take your gem tester and test where these the rutiles, the crystals, where they end at the surface. You can test them with the gem tester, and these ones test as tourmaline. So I'm assuming this is tourmalinated quartz. And did I just see Jen come in here? Was that my imagination? Because if Jen is in here, then she would know. But yeah, I loved it. I rarely see the stones that have the rutile or the tourmaline crystals in them that have that much color play. And it's in a gold-filled bezel. And honestly, like, if I were gonna keep this stone, I'd probably reset it in a nicer setting. But just a beautiful stone either way. And that is that. I think I pretty much showed the pieces that I was wanting to show. Oh, wait. There's a couple pieces that are right in the frame here that I didn't even show. I did that last time too, and Tanya's like, hey, bro, what about the Chinese ring? So let's try not to do that again, right? Let's see. So the first one, the obvious, this Victorian book chain necklace. How much is the quartz? 75 for the quartz. 75. Ooh. Yeah, it really is. It's a fabulous piece. I've just kind of kept it around to, oh geez, Tanya. Okay. All right, sold to Tanya for 75. I'll put it with your amazing garnet brooch. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. You know, I'm gonna leave it up here kind of to taunt people with it. Ooh, man, you got the color play on the other side of it now too. You can see that, the spot that looked like a little bit of a void. That's a great stone. So yeah, this Victorian book chain necklace was actually sold to me as gold. Well, it was given to me actually, and it was thought to be gold. And a lot of times these will be gold filled on the back, and then these little decorations on the front will be 10 karat gold. And so yeah, when I got it, I tested it, and it turns out that none of it is gold. It's all gold filled, but the link is really beautiful. And these chains are always highly desirable. And a lot of times people have Victorian lockets that they're looking for a matching chain for, and it's hard to find something that has a complementary link and pattern. So usually when I have these and offer them, they don't last long at all. And honestly, the only reason I have this is because I've been saving it for YouTube. It was part of my original video, like the intro video that I made for the channel. And I really liked it. So it's still here hanging out, and yeah, if somebody wants it, I'll sell it for 150, which you know, that's a good price for a really good price for a collector again. And for a dealer, for the right dealer, it's a good price. And I understand for some dealers that would be cutting it close. Because in order to turn something around at a, well, if you're going to turn something around at a low profit, you'd like to be able to do it quickly, and this may not be that item. But yeah, Victorian book chain necklace. And then this is a Victorian inspired bangle bracelet, also gold filled, and it has a glass cameo in it. And I'm like, wait a minute, is the clasp broken? No, there's a button there. And it's in really good condition. You know, a lot of times you find these and they'll be dented up. You know, the glass will be all messed up. That one does have some crackling in it, but it's still a really nice piece. And kind of a rare find for this style of bangle. And it's marked in there. I can't quite see what it says. Maybe FN Co. But yeah, just another fun piece, and that That one I was asking 65 for. And that, I think, is gonna do it. Oh no, again, my bad. These little garnet cluster earrings, you know what? They kind of match that. They kind of match that brooch. I think these are 800 silver, if I remember right. Yeah, they're marked right there. Yeah, just really nice rose cut Bohemian garnets, which sometimes they're glass, sometimes they're real garnets. I honestly don't typically even check to make a distinction, unless somebody asks. But I just typically assume that they're glass and can be pleasantly surprised if otherwise. But yeah, really good color in those. And I was asking $45 for those. And I think the screw backs are in good condition. Should make sure and check that, because sometimes they get hung up, and man, that is not something that you want to have happen after you've sold them. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. So I think that really is it this time. I think I covered all the things that I wanted to show and all the things that were visible. If there's something that I missed or something else that you wanted to see or had questions about, please let me know. Jen is on. Oh, Jen's on now? Well, shoot, everybody. Go. Well, first off, thank you very much for joining in. There's, holy cow, 8 people. That's more people than I've ever had in any of my chats. So thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. And Tanya, thank you for your purchases. I will get an invoice off to you shortly. And anyone else out there who hasn't registered, if you want to be eligible for giveaways, gifts, or to buy things, then you can email me dogwaves@gmail.com with your YouTube name and your real life name, and I can send you an email invoice through PayPal if you're a winner of an item. So thank you again for your support. I would just keep rambling on, so I got to kind of figure the end of these things out. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate it. And thank you, Linda, and Bruce and Dennis. And let me see if I can get anyone else. Oh, hey, I figured out how to open up the chat. Cool. I can actually scroll back. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Go check out Jen and support her. Send her some love. And hope to see you all again soon. Let's see if I can, oh, here we go. I got my funky hat on in my backyard, but thank you again for joining. Take care. Have a great day.